So we were talking about instances of community members that would say something fell apart and all of a sudden that person's making them uncomfortable, and what happened between them two has the ability to impact the broader community overall. And when stuff like that is brought to your attention as a community leader, like what are you supposed to do, right? Because realistically, if there's beef between two people in your community and somebody has brought it to your attention, and let's say that one of the parties has come to you and said that this person is no longer safe for me, you just got put in the middle, regardless. So if they're not capable of hashing it out themselves, if one person isn't willing to step away, if the other person says, I can't exist in the same space with X person, and they bring it to your attention or your mod's attention, congratulations, as a community leader, you have now been put in the middle of that situation. And they're going to be looking to you for an answer. So we were talking about a scenario, or a couple of different scenarios, where recently we've seen some stuff devolve in the scope of the communities that I exist in, and just how a lot of that could be prevented with just simple, quick action. Especially when a woman is coming to you and saying, hey, there's a person that makes me unsafe, I'm uncomfortable around them, and based on my own personal experience with them, this is just kind of what happened. But at the same time, like, also believe women, and even though not all men, always a man. But that's not to say that men can't be made to feel uncomfortable by women in the community too. So if the shoe fits on either foot, by all means, fucking wear it. But we were talking about how stuff had been brought to my attention on several occasions, and how I keep getting brought into things to try and problem solve. And I think that's because I have established a reputation for myself of asking enough questions to get enough information, unless there's such a preponderance of evidence to support the complaint that there is no choice but to act immediately. If it's a he said, she said, I'll ask enough questions, but I will always err on the side of my community members and the people that matter the most to me, period. There is just something that is so inherently zero latency. If somebody that I care about and I know and I trust comes to me and says, this is a problem for me, just FYI, sometimes that's really all I need. And that's not to say that I play favorites, but realistically, I know the people in my circle and I trust them not to go out and just be stirring up beef for the sake of stirring up beef and then coming and putting me in the middle of it unnecessarily to try and gain something.